Okay, so Bluey. So I've been seeing Bluey like everywhere for some time now, and people seem to just love the show. But up until a few months ago, I hadn't seen the show or read the books. So I decided to see what all the fuss was about. And I have to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. In this video, I'll tell you why and give you some background to this hugely popular blue dog. Hi, my name is Linnéa. I'm a Montessori teacher, a mom, and a children's book nerd. And welcome to my channel, The Bookworm Club. So let's do a little backstory on Bluey. Bluey was created by Joe Brumm in 2018, and it started as an animated TV show for kids. It's about a family of anthropomorphic dogs, meaning animals that kind of do human things and act like humans, which is pretty common in like children's literature and TV shows for kids. Bluey has been run for 3 seasons so far. In 2023, Bluey was actually the most streamed show in all of the US after Suits. The episode Sleepy Time was awarded a 10 out of 10 on IMDb, which is very rare. The Australian author Joe Brumm says that Bluey and Bingo, the 2 main characters in the show, are based on his own 2 daughters, and the mom and dad in Bluey are actually based on Joe and his wife. The first Bluey books were published in 2019 and became the most popular children's books in Australia that year. I've been doing some research to see what other people think about Bluey, and I came to this conclusion. The kind of general opinion about Bluey is overwhelmingly positive. Both the show and the books seems to be very well liked. The books are praised for capturing the charm, humor, and heartfelt lessons of the show. Here are some things that people really seem to appreciate about Bluey. Relatable themes. The books, like the show, focuses on everyday family life. This makes them very relatable to kids. The stories balance humor with emotional depth, often including both moments that resonate with both kids and adults. They celebrate family bond, kindness, and creativity. Another thing, people appreciate the simple and vibrant style of illustrations or animations. Engaging for early readers. Well, this applies to the books, of course. People seem to appreciate the simple yet engaging text. Makes the book great for young readers and good for read-aloud sessions. Message of play and connection. Many Bluey books highlight the importance of play and also imagination and connection. And this is something parents really seem to enjoy with the show. Critique of the show seems to be quite minimal, more so for the TV show, which I struggle to find anything negative about, but there was a bit more critique on the books. I'm going to focus more on the books because that's where I have more experience. So generally, I'm sorry, but I don't really like them, and here's why. They are pretty poorly written, the story is difficult to follow and understand even for an adult, and the dialogue is pretty awful at times. I think the books are just pretty weird and very difficult to read out loud. It just feels like something is off with them. The critique I've read about the books is that people feel like the books are kind of the storyboard they used to create the show. They're very raw and basic, but also kind of strangely deep at times in a way that doesn't really make any sense. And I really agree with this. Since the show was made before the books, it seems like the books are directly translated from the episode, but I don't think that works really well at all. It loses all its depth. The TV show is pretty charming, but I don't think the book represents that. The first book I read was Sleepy Time. This is one of the most popular episodes of the show, and as an adult, I even struggled to get what was going on in this book. And that's not just because I'm not a native English speaker. My husband has English as his first language, and he couldn't make sense of this book either. And I guess if you have watched the episodes, like Sleepy Time, the book would make more sense. But I don't think you should have to watch the episode to understand the book. Of course, there are some books that are a little bit better, like this one, Love. And also The Beach is also pretty okay. But probably I would still not recommend people to read these. Maybe it's just me personally, but I don't really like the animation/illustration style of these books. They kind of just feel like screenshots from the show. And for kids' books, I feel I'd much rather prefer an illustration style that looks more hand-drawn. The illustrations don't really capture me, and I don't think they have the same kind of magic that many kids' books have in their pictures, and I kind of think they should have. But that's all a question of preference, isn't it? So what do you guys think about the books? Maybe they make a lot more sense if you're very familiar with the show. But again, I don't think you should have to watch the show to understand the books and enjoy them, especially not when they're for kids. So in conclusion, I don't really get what the hype is about, but I do see that the show is much better than the books. I'd love to know what you think, so please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post videos here every week all about kids literature, and I'd love to have you as a member of the Bookworm Club. I'll see you again next week, but until then, take care and happy reading. Bye!